What's up, YouTube? It is Callous here. Been quite a while since I've shown my face, for good reason. Who wants to look at this, right? But I wanted to catch up real quick with you guys on a couple of things because, as you may know, I haven't uploaded in quite a while, 6 months or whatever it's been. And I also announced my retirement not that long ago. So, what am I doing here? Let's go over a couple quick things. First of all, I'm hosting a new tournament, and we're going to talk about that in a minute, but that's the main thing with this video, but I want to get on the same page with everybody. I am still retired, if you will. I am not participating in any tournaments. I don't want to participate in any tournaments. I'm not involved with Pokemon Perfect or hosting anything other than this one tournament that's coming up. And I just want to be very clear that as of now, there are no plans whatsoever to host CALLOUS Invitational 8. I think that CALLOUS Invitational as a whole is awesome, and I'm proud of it, but I think that tournament has run its course, and never say never, but I would say 99% or more that tournament is not going to happen, so I don't want anybody to get their hopes up about doing that. What I am going to be hosting instead is a draft tournament, and we'll go over the rules in my server. I don't want to clog up the video with that, but basically you're drafting 1v1 against another person. It's not 1v1, which is a format. It's teams of 6, but you're going back and forth drafting 1v1 against another person. You're actually going to end up with 3 teams each, and then you're going to have a best of 3 with those teams. So there's picks and bans. Like I said, don't want to gunk this video up with the rules, but it's basically you pick, they pick, you pick, they pick, back and forth, until you end up with 21 Mons each, which is a lot. You take those Mons, you make 3 teams, you can't use Mons more than once, and then you best of 3 against that person, single limb, you stay alive, great, you do it again next round, you don't, you're out, that's it. That's the base concept, and I don't even know what I'm going to call this tournament yet, but I'm going to get the Discord server set up for that today, May 5th, and I'm going to open the signups for that tournament today, May 5th at 6 p.m. Okay? And I'm going to announce that in my Discord server as well, so everybody has an equal chance to get in, because unlike previous tournaments, invitational tournaments, I'm actually opening this up to everybody in that basically if you meet any of my qualifications for this, which are pretty loose, and if I don't blatantly dislike you and not want you to be in the tournament, you'll be in the tournament. Don't know if we're going to do 32 or 64 people. It depends on the level of interest, but that is what we're going for. So the qualifications, real quick, I want to open it up to anyone who's ever donated to my tournaments in the past. If you've donated a decent amount of money, you've got a spot. I want to open it up to people who have participated in my tournaments in the past. Same deal. If you participated remotely recently in any of my money tours, get in. I want to open it up to people who have been loyal to me, people who have been in my channel for a long time. If you've been in my server for years, you'll have a spot. And obviously with it being a draft tour, people who have draft tour experience and draft tour results, whether it's Emerald Open or a different kind of draft league, if you can show me that you have good results in that league, then you should have a spot as well. So if you meet the qualifications, it's going to be first come, first serve basis. I will open it up, like I said, 6 p.m. Eastern time this evening if you want to sign up. And then when it fills, like I said, don't know if it's going to be 32 or 64. We're going to start the tournament next weekend. I want to give it a week to get some donations in, which I will be accepting. I don't expect this is going to be huge. This is obviously not CALLOUS Invitational 8. I don't think, a couple $1,000s or whatever is realistic. But if we could get the prize pool to something simple, I don't know, $600, just, 300, 200, 100, that kind of split, I think that would be a great starting point. And if it happens to be more, that's great. But I'd like to aim for $600, and we'll see if we can achieve that. And if there is still enough interest in my tournaments. But in the meantime, I want to invite everybody who's not already there to my Discord server. There's going to be a link below, description. Not only is this tournament happening there, and just any announcements that I do make in the future are going to be there, but also the trivia bot, which I've been working really hard on, maybe not recently, but I put a lot of time and effort into it over the past little while. That's there. It's up almost 100% of the time. The bot has over 4,200 questions in the normal mode and even in casual mode, which is the mode that I would recommend. The trivia bot has over 2,400 unique questions, a lot of content, a lot of replay value. You can come play that if you want to try your hand at Gen 3 Trivia. So yeah, a lot of information there. I hope I didn't throw too much at you. I wanted to make this video in person, one-on-one, as opposed to having you just stare at a Pokeball or whatever generic image, so we can catch up. I wanted it to be a little bit more intimate, and I wanted to be very clear that, again, I've only ever hosted these tournaments for the community and because I know people enjoy them and people support me, and I really appreciate that. And that's the only reason I've ever hosted CALLOUS Invitational and the only reason that I'm hosting this. So I really appreciate you guys. Anyone who's ever donated to one of my tours or supported my tours, I really appreciate you. And I hope that this tour is well received as well. And obviously if it's not, then I will go back to my retirement and not host more tournaments. But for now, let's try to make this the best that it can be. Discord in the description. Join it if you're not already there. Tournament signups 6 p.m. Tournament start next weekend. Feel free to join the tournament. I would love to have you, and thank you for watching this video and supporting my tournaments.